So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Carlos Carrasco. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. And now the DH, Jonathan India on the outside corner, and that's how this game gets started. That one to first. He steps on the bag, and the first out of the game is an easy one. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit, takes ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering misses, and now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm. And there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9,
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Carrasco, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Inside, nope, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That clips the corner. In the air to left down the line. Dominguez. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back in New York, today's starting pitcher, Seth Lugo. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Bottom of the first. Now, Ben Rice. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. And that's downstairs. 2-1. And a foul ball. Outside.
great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Judge rips that one way back there. And that one is going to go. His 7th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Paul Goldschmidt now. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Next pitch is outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. Waters settles underneath it. Nabs it. 2 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
To the right side, Pasquantino. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, second inning set to go. And now the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
0-1's the count. One ball, two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
One out, bases empty. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And that one fouled off. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with two strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Back in the Bronx, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. Lugo back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. That's in the dirt. And that's ball one.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Now here's Trent Grisham. There's a strike. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Volpe over at second. Dominguez on at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Waters makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Oswaldo.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Out to short. Nice stop. To first. Got him. Nice play.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast, the symbol.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
So the batting order turns over. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Second and third, 2 down. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. And that one is inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. That's off the inside corner. Full count now. Aaron Judge would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here is Aaron Judge.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. In there at the knees. And the count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they strand 3 and leave them loaded. We plate 2 full. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the right fielder, Kevin Biggio. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
At the belt and fires. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Drew Waters stands in. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
And now it's even up. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. As we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Inside. Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Goldie stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Runner on the move. Sliced hard but foul. Hard on the ground to first. Witt for 1. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Grounded out his first time. Down and away for ball 1.
Ball 2.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Right through there for a strike. And a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going. And here is Anthony Volpe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. The other way. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The left fielder, Jason.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. And he's already singled in this game. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. This one popped up. Pasquantino under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's the DH, Jonathan India. India measures 6 feet even, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. And he takes a strike.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. 1 down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Next offering is down low. The Royals hitless so far in the game. Tap foul at the plate. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So 2 down, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. His first at-bat was a strikeout. On the ground to third. On to Jazz, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
So a man aboard, and next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Ben Rice getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Gets the call. 0-2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Lifted in the air, right field. Biggio in position. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered here in this one. And
1-0.
ball one to Judge. Grisham, the runner at first with two gone. Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Fastball is outside. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball three. Late on that fastball.
3-2, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
First and second, two outs. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. He is struck out and he is walked. Swinging a foul straight back. First and second, two down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Activity in the bullpen. Angel Serpa getting loose out there. Lorenzen also throwing. And now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. See ya strikes him out for the second time today. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the top of the fifth, and now Michael Massey. Carrasco back to work. Fastball right back to the mound. On to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. And now here is Michael Garcia. Caught looking his first time up. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1-1.
Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first with 1 gone. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Double play ball to second. There's one.
Got him.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And to the plate for Kansas City, Drew Waters. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. On the outside corner for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one in the dirt. Kyle Isbell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Went down on strikes his first time through. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, right side, Chisholm throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Royals strand a pair, and they're down 2-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Michael Lorenzen.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count. Let's go, Yankees. Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Started after it, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. To third. Zips it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jack
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. This to third, Garcia. Zips it to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He's 2 for 2. Ball 1 low.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
Inside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, Jason Dominguez. Stepping in now for the Yankees. A little bit high.
Ball 1.
1-0.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Lorenzen throws to first.
he's safe.
And he's back safely. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Now one missed. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Volpe off of first with 2 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. High fly ball out into left center field. Squeezes it, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Jonathan Indy at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hill warming up as well.
Ball 2. 2-1.
In the
That's ball
dirt,
3.
and the count is 3-1.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Count full.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Right side. Chisholm makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. That's a little bit low.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Left field. He makes the grab, and there's 1 away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
1 down, base is empty. And ball 1. And that's down and away.
Three balls, 1 strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Struck him out looking.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Judge stands in now and watches strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And Judge spoils that one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Yanks go in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in New York, here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and they get Perez for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now, Michael Massey.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And that one is downstairs, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The other way, hauls it in for the out. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Just missed. The Yanks holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and that is that. Angel Serpa taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one at the knees for a strike. Serpa, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball, left side. Fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Steven Cruz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. 1 down, base is empty. That's to third. Over to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. 1 for 3. Just missed. pitch is outside. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now a chance for Anthony Volpe. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Biggio now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Oh, Boog, it always looks bad when you go down looking at a fastball, but I think that one just froze him. When the first 3 pitches of the at-bat are all off speed and you fall behind into a 2-strike count, you might get into protect mode, and with that, you're probably not ready to pull the trigger on the fastball, and it can surprise you.
So up now for Kansas City, Drew Waters. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Misses inside. And a count 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Grisham settles under it. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is downstairs.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Now to the bottom of the eighth. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Serpa back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. And misses inside. Line to left, and that's just foul. That one 95 to finish him off. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in there safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One out, runner at second. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. In the dirt, but kept close. Grisham over at second, one down.
Let's go, Yankees.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
I got a ball, one strike.
Popped in the air, left field, Waters. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
Next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. Ball
That's a
one,
ball.
no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-1.
Pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Man on second, two down. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and two strikes. Slider misses outside. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Garcia should have this one. Brings it in, and that'll do it. The Yanks leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
So now here's the DH, Jonathan India, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-0. That's towards center. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. That's out to center field. Grisham under it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one misses. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
That one outside. And now 3-0.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
This could end it. Up and in. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, a low-scoring ball game in this one. 2-0 game, few errors, pretty clean. That's kind of what you want to see in terms of defense and pitching. A couple of runs was all it took to get the W today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.